What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, crew? T-Square is in the house. We don't have Trent at the moment because he is doing God's work again, and he is blessing the kids in Tennessee, I think. He is praying for them tonight, so he will be here shortly in about a half hour. And he said, Tyler, or T-Squared, I mean, can you go run solo for a bit? And I said, dude, I got you. I run solo every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we run solo, right? And we trade like madman. I'm trying to get my glasses so they're not crooked. Does that bother you guys? Bothers me. Okay, before we get started, guys, we got the golden thumb. Woo, woo, woo. Smash that thumb. Get it going, guys. We want smashed, not down, but up, but not down, but up, not down. And smash it like that. Get the camera to rock, guys. We want the camera to get rocking and bouncing and doing all the good stuff that it needs to do. And secondary, we have the bell. Check it out. It's from like Beauty and the Beast, you know. Ching-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thumbelina. Totally forgot about that song. But yes, so smash that bell. It's in the corner. We don't know exactly which one it's at, but you know, because you guys can see it. So check it out. That's right. Weird is weird looking at myself like in a delayed motion. And I got Mr. Skullhead today. As you can see at that angle. And today, this one I haven't tried before. It's my favorite brand, Sierra Nevada Cosmic Little Things Hazy Double IPA, which I actually didn't even know this was a double IPA. And they were my favorite brand of local beer. They run about, this one is running 8%. It's family owned and operated and argued over. You know, well, you know, they could argue, they do a good job. You know, props to them. But it's a 12-ounce can, Sierra Nevada, California, Mills, North Carolina, whatever, man. I think it's good. I'm going to pop it open and you guys can tell me what you think. Yeah, slide back. We got to get crisp. Ooh, dang, that was fine, man. Just fine. Pull up my mug so you guys can see it. You get that nice pour. Ooh. 8%, man. I'm going to hope I can stay with you guys. Freaking haven't had anything to eat today. Freaking busy day at work. Busy day at the house, taking care of the kids. Started off, you know, I did my, I don't know, like 8.5, 9-hour day today. Got up today at 3:50. Completed my round, got clocked out by like 2-ish. Had to go shopping, did my shopping, and then came home, unload the groceries. Oh, how to get my wife coffee because, you know, you don't want to get your butt kicked. And mowed my lawn. I weed eated. Is it weed eater or is it weed eated? Then I went and got my edger and I freaking trimmed up the hedges and got the leaf blower and blew all that crap out of there and all the weed eater trimmings and all that stuff. And then we went and made ham and corn on the cob and broccoli and cheese. But I read this thing online that if you eat broccoli and you mix it with mustard, it works like almost like natural ibuprofen. So I ate that, man, because, like, you know, I have gut issues. It runs my family. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. And I love mustard, so why the hell not? And I'm running this experiment right now, guys. You have to let me know. I'll have to let you know how it works. You have to keep me remembering, though. Where's this not playing? There it is. Freaking bug, man. Get you, bug. So, there it is. And we're running this experiment, guys, because I got sugar ants like a mofo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with sugar ants. They are suck, and they're always all over. And so I saw this on TikTok, so, you know, we'll let you know if it works. But on TikTok, you sprinkle cornmeal all over the ground, and the ants just love corn. They all over it. And turns out cornmeal is kind of like, I guess, jagged. And so the suckers can't eat it, and it kills them. So I sprinkled it all over my yard and my garden. We're going to do an experiment. Either it's going to work really good or really, really, really bad. It's going to backfire. Granted, it's off TikTok, so I'll let you know how it goes. I was like, well, you know, I always do the stupid terror ant traps. Those suckers never work. Tried peanut butter and borax. That stuff don't fly either. But we got some news. And I'm back. I don't know what just happened. Apparently you don't hit that button. But I left the studio apparently somehow. What was I saying? So, what the hell was I saying? We got charts, news, and a bunch of bull crap. So today, did a lot of trading in my truck. Yeah, I did pretty good. Where is it? Oh, I got to go everything back up the screen. Man, you can't be kidding me. I don't even know what the hell I hit. Did a lot of trading today, dude. I must have made like 7 or 8 trades, and majority I did pretty good. My first trade was terrible. I started off with a Kosh, and it was like instantly like red X or yellow X or whatever went down like 20%. I was like, phew. But I ended up closing it out like -7, and then I made a sweet trade and caught up 7%. So it was pretty good. After that, you know, I made like a couple 3 or 4 or 5 trades and 3, 4, 5%. So I finished staying positive in green, but no, not bad, not too shabby. And closing up shop in another end and setting up some other angles to grow our channel. What am I looking at? All right, guys, there was a coin. You remember we were trading yesterday? Was it super? No, it was mana. That's right. We were trading mana, and I was all pissed off about it. So let's go check this out, okay? Where are you at, man? I guess I did delete it because I was so mad at it. Mana. We were wanting to look at, because I'm pretty sure it actually shot up after we closed our trade out, and I wanted to check it out. Why is it? Where's the freaking Emix one? Mexi, we'll go KuCoin, whatever. KuCoin's pretty much the same thing. Okay, let's go. Okay, we were at almost 3 a.m. So we literally closed our trade out right here, and I was so bummed because I'm like, this sucker should have gone up. Well, son of a biscuit eating monkey trout, dude. We should have stayed in that trade. Freaking would have went to bed, and we would have been mad up in that trade. But you know, I didn't want to sleep on it, and I was like, I'm not babysitting this thing, man. Hey, look at that, head and shoulders. And then I made a trade on virtual protocol, and we kind of slated on that too. I did make a trade off this, I believe. 7. Yeah, I did. We longed to this. We closed it out right over here. There was another one I looked at. I was doing pretty hot today. I freaking got wrecked on what time frame am I on? 6 minute. Maybe it wasn't that one. We traded a meme coin. Was it fart coin? We traded fart coin. Yeah, dude. Okay, so now I remember that, dude. This sucker right here. I put a long in. I don't think it was right here. I think it was like right here, right over here on this wick. And I was like, okay, you know, have a kind of get into that rounded bottom. And I was watching this. I was like, okay, we got the green dot. We're kind of going up. I'm getting ready to put a long in, see if we can carry this momentum up. And I was watching the strength. I actually put it right around here. I was like, dude, it can't get any lower. Like, this is a good spot. I freaking longed to do red X. I was like, eat out, get out, jump out of that trade right here, right now, because that was terrifying. And I'm glad I did that, because that would have been a loss. What up, Trent? Trent Nader. I actually kicked myself out of the studio. I didn't even know how I did that, or if I could do that. Here's my cost trade. Frickin' I think we put a long in right here, and we got out like right out. No, we put a long in. Where did we put a long in at? It might have been like right here. And it came down, and I was like, I don't remember. But regardless, I closed that 7% loss. But now it's getting kind of tasty. Like, we got green dots firing out, green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, thick red, bottom of the bottom. Dude, what do you guys think about putting a trade in on this right now? I'm not really. Let's take a look at the 12 minute. Let's go, guys. We'll put a long in on this. We're gonna see what happens. It might only be a little bit. We might just scalp it, but we're gonna do it. We're doing it for the group crew. AKT. Went along it. Make sure everything looks normal. No isolated. Boom. All right. We put a long in, guys. We put it along, and we're gonna see what happens. Worst comes to worst, it should come into the 21. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe we'll get another green X or yellow X, and of course, there's more to the downside. I don't know, but we just longed it, so cross our fingers. And Beam was a big winner today. Beam won pretty good. He won the 6 minutes, so you guys can't give it a little bit of grace. Beam won pretty good. IMX won pretty good. Where's IMX at? Still in the gaming sector. IMX, 11%. I don't know why it shows down 5%. That's not right. It's a lie. It's a lie. Let's go over Bitcoin, man. Here to take the show. Here to take the show, dude. Freaking Bitcoin was hot today. Check out the 1 hour. Look at that, guys. Woo-wee. Between yesterday and today. We're on the 1 hour time frame. All you would have really had to catch this would have been this minor anchor wave, trigger wave right here. And the VWAP kind of bounced off the 0 line. We were in slightly overbought, the strength kind of flipping, so that would have been your only real sign, to be honest with you, on the 1 hour time frame. I wonder if this is a double top. We're about to take a break, but we'll see. We shall see. But dude, where did we get to today? 97,400. Dude, that's solid. Those are solid numbers. I think we'll go off a Haikashi. We got our numbers were 97,470. That's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Pretty good movement. Checked out short-term time frame where we're going to be on here in the stream. See what we got going on. Bitcoin looks like it's starting to curve back up. The blue oscillator wave didn't quite want to go down right here. It was at 31.27 where it went to. We're up in our trade too on the Kosh by 1.5%. Sorry, someone's calling me. 1.5%. Money flow kind of slightly coming down. You can't call this really an anchor wave, or you can call it an anchor wave, but we don't have a trigger wave for it. You can tell we were cooling off right here with this much action. I always say red, green, red, green, red, green, red. It's kind of getting that indecisive decision, which usually gives us a sign that we're going to come down. And then right here would have told you that would have been the bottom. As soon as you started seeing that blue, light blue wave, it clipped into that dark blue wave in the oscillator. Now we're going to go down to the longer time frame. We got a 4 hour. It was getting closer to being bearish, but we haven't quite hit there yet. We're at 65 to 62, strength over 83, which is generally a slight cool down. But the blue oscillator waves haven't clipped over each other. We have green money flow coming in. The VWAP hasn't came down yet and crossed the 0 line, which is a good sign on the 4 hour. Strength kind of plateauing, saying that we're oversold, so we will kind of see, or overbought. It's pretty high, pretty high. Got a longer time frame on the 12 hour there. The 12 hour still says we might still have some give. The VWAP still above. The green money flow is still high. Strength still at 95. Wow, and 95 or overbought. I always get those mixed up, but overbought, I believe is the correct term. We broke through this line. For some reason, we're missing a yellow one right here, which we probably should have, but we probably just dragged and moved it by accident. That's okay. That's okay. That's part of life, right? And we go to the daily time frame. The daily looks like it's still wanting to break up and push through, man. It's pretty bullish. The strength's at 94. It's tilted up. It's saying that we're oversold still, and we still move more work to go. The green wave's still coming in. The VWAP's just flipping. You know, the daily time frame, guys, it's looking pretty solid. There's no complaints to me. If I was a betting man, I would say we're going up still. The blue oscillator wave is still aiming up to the upside. Not even close to clipping over themselves. We get that hump, you know. Blue oscillator waves need to kind of hump over. We haven't got that. We're still in kind of like this trajectory, so we still have like some more phases to go before we can even decide. Strengths coming in, still slightly tilted to the upside. We have market cipher, blue triangle, green dot, which is stronger indicators on the longer time frame, so that's a good solid thing to go. Or on the 3-day. The weekly, dude, the VWAP still pointing up, strength screaming to the upside, saying that we're overbought, but still tilting up. So, you know, maybe overbought on that, but we've been overbought for a while, and it keeps going up. So it keeps giving on giving. Green dot right here. Yeah, we liking this, man. We liking this. We like it. So there you go. There's your indication of the bitty bit. bitty bit. Dude, we're up 2% on our Akash trade. Let's go, Akash. Let's go. So the green dot play, I'll let this be the bottom. We could just ride that sucker all the way up tonight. You know, that'd be nice. Wouldn't that be sick? Maybe kill a trade. All right, so we're gonna try. We got Cosmic IPA by Sierra Nevada. I haven't tried it yet. Smells like a sweet, citrus, pine, hoppy, kind of fruity. Let's try it out. Oh, that's smooth. Ooh, yeah, man. I like that. That is solid. It does kind of make you think of a little bit of Space Dust. I don't know if you guys have a Space Dust Elysian out there, but that was pretty good. And so another thing that was really interesting today, guys, is that we were talking about, we made a short video on XRP, where you're at XRP. Those little sneaky guys, right? Woo-wee. We got XRP, baby, right here. That's on the hat, on the dome. We were pretty happy with XRP. They made an offer to buy Circle, the parent company to Coinbase, I want to say, but maybe I'm wrong. I had it right earlier. 8% hit me already. But so they tried to buy Circle. They got their offer rejected, and they were offered price was $4 to $5 billion. Now, here's the interesting part about the whole thing is that, number one, they didn't say that they're not going to throw a secondary offer out there, so everybody has to keep an eye for that. But two, Circle is looking to IPO, and I do believe Circle is probably going to be the number one. No, the real USD will be the number one, I do believe, stablecoin, but Circle will be the number two. So not only are they looking at the competition already, but they know that Circle has a dominant presence in the space, which is the regulatory stuff, and that it's easy to use a Coinbase. So that is something to keep an eye on, guys, is Circle. So we'll find out. Coinbase actually ends up buying, not Coinbase, but Ripple Labs ends up buying Circle stablecoin. And when they buy it, they're not buying like the entire supply of all the stablecoins. They're buying the company itself. But they're going to be IPOing, maybe IPOing, which would be kind of huge for them. And also it's interesting because Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse came out to, last month, the month before that, and he said that he is not interested in IPOing this year. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Now, is XRP pumping in front of us? Just slightly. He wants to flag out in the 6 minute. Strength tilted up, saying we're oversold. Blue oscillate away. VWAP's coming up. Money flow's coming in. Check it out. 12 minute, we got a blue triangle, green dot. What? XRP, what are you doing? You want to be ripping right now? Oh man, maybe we should put a trade in on this. It's looking solid. Look at the blue oscillator wave, dude. On the 12 minute, the VWAP. Dude, what do you guys think about putting a trade on an XRP too? Did we do it? Did we do it? I don't know. It's looking pretty good. Let's do it, guys. Let's put a trade on an XRP too. We're long in it. Let's go. Give me a second here. I'm gonna put a trade in right now on XRP. We'll double dip in 2 trades right now. It's looking good tonight. Put my trade in. We're gonna do 10x leverage. I'm not going crazy to cheese whiz, guys. This is just my have fun account. We got trading 10x leverage on 30 bucks. Okay, so we ain't gonna be freaking out of the cheese whiz, but man, it's gonna feel good if we can make some money on this. All right, we just put it along in on XRP. Wow, it's looking good, man. Looking good, longer time frames. It's almost like Jesus take the wheel, but very tiny Jesus take the wheel. Anchor wave right here, trigger wave. What? OMG, guys. I'm thinking we're gonna be pumping. We got the VWAP on our side, strength coming up, saying that we're over freaking gold right now. So, guys, not financial advice, but by all means, I think we are going to be long in this. Where's my thingy? I gotta show this, right? Oop, let me see. There you go. No, not financial advice. How do I hide this? How do I hide it? There we go. But there you go, guys. I'm thinking I'm long in XRP right now. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Cost trade. Go check it. Let's check out a longer time frame XRP. Oh, dude, look at this. Anchor wave, trigger wave. We've seen this particular setup play out like money. Get money. We got convergence. Not a bullish divergence, but I got convergence. Up, 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 up. Strength kind of It's a doji, man. It's a doji. I disagree with this red dot. I think that the 1 hour is going to flip. The 1 hour is bullish. I think that red. We got 7 minutes till we get this green dot confirms. I'm thinking that red dot might disappear. Where we go on the 12 hour? 12 hours is an X for a short. I don't know, guys. It hasn't closed yet. We still have 9 hours, and it's a doji too, so we can also flip that. That is very possible. We're definitely going to be longing this though. Doji on the red for possible trend reversal. Well, we'll have to see. We will have to see. Money flow coming in though in XRP. What's our new all-time high this time? We get we all 40 cents. We hit 340. Well, how did I miss that? I thought we only got to like $3.30. That sucker wants to rip, man. It's gonna rip. You know what's interesting with this trend? You really don't quite see the double top, like the long run that we had back in May. Where was this? May, January, December to January. We ripped December, January, but we didn't really have that long. But the one thing you do have that I was telling you was over back then, and we're on the 3-day, is we got bearish divergence. That's the only thing I could see that was telling you that it was over in December, January. So we're going to have to possibly apply that again in the bull run. And when we get the peak of the bull run. All right, guys. All right. We are officially up in both our XRP trade and our Akash trade. Let's browse over. We'll close the charts down for a second. We're going to browse over to Coin Tell the Truth. Yes, I said that not correctly, but it's all fun and games till news lies. Was this it? That is definitely not it. Not it. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oop, I did it again. Stop sharing, dang you. Alright, we're going to Coin Tell the Truth, because they always tell not the truth. Where are you at? Where are you at? Little sucker. Hiding from me. That's interesting. I see Bubbles. Bubbles is there. Why can I not find the other one though? Okay, guys, give me a second. The computer's being stupid. When we have stupid stuff, we just have to work with it. Okay, it'll only take me a second. Only 1 second. Coin Tell the Truth. Here we go. Alright, now we're in there. Now we're cooking. Coin Tell the Truth. Where's my mouse? Share screen. Here we go. Add a screen. Share. Alright. No. What just happened? Where'd you guys go? Add a stage. There we go. Alright. Let's dive into what's going on today. What's up, Daniel? Let's crack a lacking, brother. We're in an XRP trade and we're in a cost trade. So let's go to new all-time highs. All right. What are they talking about in the news today? Crypto decoupling story ends as stocks follow Bitcoin in the rally. Okay, that's fantastic. That doesn't sound like decoupling to me. Kraken finalizes Ninja Trade to buy. Q1 revenue jumps 19%. I don't even know about it. I don't even know what Ninja Trader is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, this is great. We're not gonna read that one. I don't know what that one is. We're just gonna skip over it. Kraken details how it spotted North Korea hacker in job interview. Okay, well, if you have a hacker in a job interview, then you probably don't have your applicants going through a good vetting process. Plus, it's North Korea hacker job interview. How the heck does that even work? North Korea. Tether Post Q1 operating profits of 5.6 billion, excess in reserves. Crypto decoupling story and stock following program. Those ones, one I saw earlier that actually caught my attention was Sweet. Where are you at, Sweet? Sweet story. Crypto trends and Mocha brands is eyeing this year token 2049. Here's what happened in crypto today. Australian election will bring pro crypto laws either way. You know what's interesting is that we got that new Canadian Prime Minister, McCarthy. Oh boy. He's going to not be super great, I don't think, especially because he's a Federal Reserve guy. And he doesn't live in Canada, or he doesn't own any businesses in Canada, or Canadians. Where are you? Is that Sweet story at? You guys see it? Okay, study goal. Sweet. Morgan Stanley eyes crypto rollout for E-Trade platform Bloomberg. That's actually kind of interesting. I can't find it. I'm just gonna go back to the charts, man. We're gonna start doing some more trades. To have freedom of money, you have to have freedom of speech, CZ. Well, that's true. That's very true. Dude, this is April. Where the frick did that Sweet story go, man? Am I losing my marbles? Did we skip through it? I swear I saw something about Sweet getting a spot ETF, or they were working on that. You know what probably was? It's fake news, so they took that sucker down. That's probably what it was. Well, I can't seem to find it. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll search it. Can we search stories? Whoa, freaking almost spilled my beer. It's so cold right here. Sweet news. Strategy test. Bitcoin earnings. Oh, here it is. I found it, guys. I found it. It's good. All right. So it says 21 shares files for U.S. spot SWE ETF after European launches. 21 shares files a spot SWE ETF in the U.S., joining over 70 crypto ETF applications, awaiting SEC review and growing institutional demand. So first off, guys, when these ETFs come out, who thinks that's the top, and who thinks that will sell continuation from the ETFs? Let me know in the comments. Check them out. Smash that like. Hit the subscribe button. Major European cryptocurrencies and best firm 21 shares has filed for a spot SWE exchange traded fund ETF in the United States market, another step in its expansion to the U.S. market. 21 shares on April 30th submitted for a Form S1 registration for spot SWE. Is at $3.50 ETF for the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission (SEC), called the 21 shares SWE ETF, because that's such a complicated name. They couldn't find out anything more thoughtful or entertainment-wise. They were super bland. Called the 21 shares SWE ETF. The proposed ETF will issue common shares beneficial interest by seeking to track the performance of SWE held by 21 shares U.S. subsidiary. The U.S. filing comes a year after 21 shares started trading the 21 shares SWE staking exchange traded product in Europe, July 2024. Well, that's not quite a year, guys. Come on, that's 10 months. With its first listings in Euronext Paris, Euronext Amsterdam, no ticket planned exchange yet. 128-page filing does not specify on which U.S. exchange the new SWE ETF is expected to debut trading. The ETF also doesn't have a ticker symbol yet. That's crazy. 128 pages need to go into a SWE ETF. Why can't you just be like, it's not a security, we'll have it spot. Okay, we'll buy it, they buy it. That's exactly what it should say. I don't understand why you got to have so much. 128 pages, man. I couldn't even write 128 pages without ChatGPT nowadays if I wanted to. There's not 128 pages filed, not specified, blah, blah, blah. There is no certainty that there will be liquidity available on the exchange on that market price. Will be in line with the NAV net asset value on the principal market NAV at any given time in states. Well, that's kind of weird. It's a spot ETF, so you should have the funds backing it at all times, right? Did I read that right? There's no certainty that there will be liquidity available on that exchange or that market price will be in line. Well, I feel like there should be liquidity if the freaking thing's back 1-to-1, right? Am I right? I mean, that's kind of a stupid thing to say. All right, let's get back in here. Subject to completion dated April 30th, 2025. Preliminary prospect shares, 21 shares, SWE ETF. We're not going to read all that, but we're just going to say they did it. Canary Capital was the first one to file for a SWE ETF, but Canary Capital are they the first one to file for a spot ETF? By the way, Canary Capital filed for, what is it? What is it, guys? A Hedera hash graph spot ETF. I believe it's spot. Maybe it's future. Regardless, it's the ETF. It's a start. 21 Shares is not the first company to file for a SWE ETF in the U.S. Canary Capital. A U.S.-based crypto firm filed for a Form S-1 registration for spot SWE ETF on March 17th. So this will be two ETFs for SWE. Subsequently, BZX Exchange asked for the U.S. regulators for clearance to list Canary SWE ETF in early April. SWE-based ETFs have already been trading in Europe with some such products, including 21 Shares, SWE Staking ETP, and VanEck SWE ETF. ETP. Sorry, as an ETF. You know what I mean. Do what I say. Exactly. Yes, no, what exactly? Advertisement. We don't care about advertisements. According to the latest CoinShares update, SWE-based ETPs had $400 million in assets under management in April 25. ETP. What does ETP mean? Why do I feel like I know this, but I can't remember it? Year to date, SWE ETPs have seen 72 million of inflows, with fresh 20.7 million coming in just last week. The latest ETF filing of 21 Shares is yet another product joining the massive list of crypto ETFs, awaiting the SEC's decision. JSIF chart was meant to be green Wall Street. According to Bloomberg ETF analysts Eric Balchunas and James Seifert, his name says fart. Say. There were at least 72 new crypto ETF filings in the SEC's table as of May 1st. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was it. Okay, well, there you go. It just ended like that. Very abrupt. But not too bad, guys. You know, I don't know how big 21 Shares is, but I've been seeing their name and hearing their name a lot, so, you know, I can't not be bullish. They have to be pretty big. What's this one? This one looks pretty interesting. 21 billion tokenized RWA market doubtful institutions of uninterested Plume CEO. Tokenized assets still lack institutional backing, Chris Yin said, who believes the real-world asset market is much smaller than the current estimated suggests. I could agree with that, I think. Amid the intensifying global race to tokenize real-world assets, the market is still too nascent for institutional adoption, according to Chris Yin, the co-founder and CEO of Galaxy-backed RWA platform. Now, I do own Ondo, which is an RWA play. I do believe there are some sort of difficulties in creating RWA on the blockchain. I'm not quite sure how you go about in the magical world, how you do it, because I've been trying to figure this out in my head. I wonder if, like, they have to have like a regulated firm that gets audited regularly. they hold the assets. But like say you put trading cards on a platform, right? Well, I'm not gonna be able to hold it because who's to say I sold it back door? It's still, it's still on the blockchain and saying that I hold it. That doesn't make sense. So like, I feel like for something to be on the blockchain that's an RWA, it needs to be a company that's gone through the regulatory whatever jargon, and then they have to physically hold that section, which I don't quite understand how you do with, like, let's say if you want to buy a house, they break it down into small shares. Well, how are they going to do that? That's kind of weird. It kind of goes over my head. It's probably a longer answer than just something you ramble on about. Like, you probably have to have it backed, and once you have the physical copy, you probably can just however it works. But it seems like it'd be possible because once you put it in the block, it won't. It's not like it can get hacked very easily, if at all. Institutional capital is yet another RWA amendment. Did I read this part? Yeah, I did. Institutional capital is not yet to enter the RWA market, and it will take some time for institutions to see value. Yin told Cointelegraph on the sidelines of Token 2049 in Dubai, these things move incredibly slowly. You have to show value. You have to show adoption first, Yin said. Comparing RWA's currently developing stages, the early days of Bitcoin and stablecoins. Only now, 10 years later, they are beginning to think about using the stablecoins. The same thing is going to happen with tokenized assets as tokenization, Yin said. Yin questioned the accuracy of existing market estimates, which suggest RWA sector is worth more than 21 billion. I tend to think that one, all the data is wrong, and two, perspectives that most people have is wrong with this, which is I take the 21 billion assets instead. According to the executive, the real RWA market cap figure is around 10 billion, mostly including treasury bills, gold, and a bit of private credit. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know, what do you guys think? You think there's only 10 billion RWAs right now in the progress? Including treasury bills, gold, and a bit of private credit. I mean, that's pretty much like saying Honda, right? RWA XYZ suggests that the total market capitalization of RWA market amounted to roughly 17.4 billion as of April 27. The private creditor accounting of almost 60% of all RWAs, while treasury and communities share with this 27%, 8% respectively. Private credit is a main driver for RWAs. Estimated the size of global RWA market is extremely difficult, especially the private side where the data is fragmented and often inaccessible. Stobox co-founder Ross Shimiliak Cointelegraph. According to the Stobox estimations, tokenized treasuries and bonds must account for the majority of RWAs today or between 60 and 65%. You know what's really funny about this, guys, perspective on this is an RWA should be like tokenized assets on the blockchain, right? Well, then you should be able to be like, okay, this exact number is tokenized RWAs. What? On the blockchain. But now you're going, well, I don't know about that. I'm like, it's supposed to be RWA tokenized. Why is there billions off, theoretically? You know what I mean? Like, if it's on the blockchain, you should be like, okay, this is the exact number we have. Why is this guy who's an executive saying, I think that's a couple of $1 billion off? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, what's up, Harlan? Fashion? What's up with Turbo? Bro, Turbo is my meme coin, bro. We'll take a look at it. Let me finish this article. I think I'm almost done. I know, it's up 10%, like above half a penny. Let's go! I held that thing, I bought that thing at 0.003, and then I went back to 0.003. And now I'm like, we need to go up. Because we are approaching that 104 level. If we can break above 97. Now, granted, it's probably clickbait. I'm not going to lie with you. Because why not clickbait? Because YouTube's algorithm sucks. But if we break above 97, 104 will be our next level. 104 will be our next level, guys. And come on, let's be real. All YouTubers use clickbait, right? Am I right or am I right? Estimating the size of U.S. global RWA market is extremely difficult, especially the private side where the data is fragmented and often inaccessible. Stobox co-founder Russ Shimiliak told I read that already. institutions for money. Crucial, 99.9% of all companies in the world are privately, and nearly all of them are untapped. Well, maybe that's why they can't figure it out, but still, I feel like RWA, you need to be not private. For the tokenization, as Shimali said, adding that such companies typically struggle with access to capital and liquidity. Tokenization provides an entirely new mechanism for fundraising, investors' engagement, and cap table transparency, he noted. Institutions are here for the money. Plume CEO Yin highlighted the nature of institutional capital, which tends to move while markets reach a bigger scale in order to make some money. I think people tend to forget what's going on with the institutions and real world, Yin said. The reason why tokenized assets are interesting to them is because they are looking for an angle to make money, not to save money, nor not to do it efficiently. I disagree with that. I think they are looking to do it efficiently. Now, I still got more? Man, this guy talks frick load. Nobody cares about, especially Larry Fink. Nobody cares about that, especially Larry Fink, who runs a $12 trillion asset manager. Yin said adding the BlackRock's money market fund has been successful, but its $2.5 billion assets are tiny given the company's net assets. With the current modest-sized RWA market, the industry should currently rely more on the native community, Yin said, adding, there are zero institutions putting money on chain. They are trying to actually suck money out of the ecosystem. Their products try to sell new things to crypto, not put money here. Yes, RWA tokenization is small today, but the Bitcoin was in 2013. Stillbox Shimali admitted. However, tokenized assets is fundamentally institutional from the day one as they provide regulated securities. Yield-bearing instruments as financial contracts that require legal and compliance and governance. Tokenization of RWAs and institutional involvement is trying to build stock exchange without regulators, custodians, and settlement layers, as he said, adding. Well, I feel like you should always add that in there, expecting to get that. I mean, that's just a common sense thing. Well, let's see, man. I was just looking at BTC and charting it out. Let's just say that's good enough, okay? I'm tired of reading, man. It's making my lips freaking dry as frick. Close that out. All right. Let's check out some freaking turbo. Let's go. It's an AI play and a meme coin in one. It's the perfect package. The patterns are doxed. ChatGPT created. You're right. It didn't rip to 104, okay, granted, but it could have by the time I was finished making that. You just never know. Never say never with crypto, right? Why are the freaking gel pads acting funny? All right, turbo on the 3-day. It still got moved to go on the 3-day, saying we're oversold. And this is kind of like a Jesus take the wheel right here, guys. You could have put a freaking long in right here. Crypto Face came up with that, I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Jesus take the wheel. It's like a hand, a head, and a shoulder. It's like this. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And if you see that, guys, that is some bullishness right there. Plus, check this out, guys. We literally just shot up. The strength went straight up. So if you would have longed this, you would have hit the top, or practically the top of the red wave. And now we got money flow coming in, the VWAP coming out. It's kind of cooling off, so maybe we'll just chill out for a second. But the blue oscillator waves are not even touching each other. We're 46, the light blue is away from the dark blue. And when they get close together, that's where the bearishness kind of comes into contact. But yeah, we're on the 3-day, so we'll reel it in. That's work backwards. The weekly still looking solid, strength coming up. The weekly shooting up. The blue oscillator waves are bullish. Obviously, you can see that. Saying that we're technically oversold, but whatever. You know, I disagree with it. You know, sometimes you gotta disagree with some of the indicators. If all of them are saying one thing, you can't be like, well, this other one didn't say that. But you kind of have to play with the sway of things. Mark, what up, man? We got Mark Blight in the house. He's the dude. Come on, Mark. Mark, I'm throwing you on the screen. Let's go, Mark Blight. Dude, I'd be so happy if Turbo hits 3 cents. I'm willing to bet 12 cents this morning. That's what I'm thinking, guys. So we'll see. Where are we at? We peaked at 1.5. You knew. Well, maybe. I don't know. 3 cents. I don't know, dude. I have no idea what it's going to peak at. It's hard because there's not a lot of data on Turbo. But I'm hoping for 10 cents. 10 cents is funny. Like when it first came out, people were like projecting like, dude, some crazy numbers, like 25 cents, 50 cents for 2. I'm like, well, frick, I hope so, guys. I freaking hope so. Oh, how am I crazy over here? Hey, dude, our cost trade's up 4.5%. Dude, we called that one right there. We're gonna have to go back to that. Revisit that. We got a green dot on the freaking 12-hour. That's solid strength coming up. The strength is the purple line at 74, and the red line flips is the Stokes RSI, which, all right, not Stokes RSI, but stochastic. And they flip in between green and yellow as one solid line, and right now they are red, saying that technically we are overbought, but whatever. We got other things saying that otherwise. The yellow is the VWAP wave, and the VWAP is pointing up to the upside when we just again started, so I think it's going to be pumping up the 12-hour. Dude, I think meme season's in though, so that's another thing. I just the 4-hour time frame. Everybody loves the 4-hour time frame. Am I right or am I right? Oh, check it out, bro. W analysis. What's up, right? Right. Yeah, 3 to 5 cents, man, would be a freaking solid number, especially if 3 to 5 cents is just where we stop for like May, June, and we traditionally end in the later parts of the year. Dude, I'll show you some pretty crazy stuff with Bitcoin in a second. We got strength coming up. VWAP still thick, and you could technically say like that one head and shoulder. We could say like did Jesus take the wheel? You got a shoulder, and a head right here. Could have longed it on this shoulder right here. You would have hit the up action. Green dots are kind of funny on market side for A because they only work like a third of the time. But if it's the third time they play out, dude, it's ripping. It's ripping, okay? So that's something solid. The one thing I don't really like is this white line right here is at 21. We're kind of getting away from it. I kind of want it, but you know something we do got going for it is the market side for EMA band or whatever this is called. This wave right here. It's really tight. When it's tight, that's when you get that explosion. You know, it's like magnets. They push away. And guys, please like and subscribe to our channel because freaking YouTube's algorithm is terribly great. Okay, it literally makes you have to ask for this. You know, I really feel like it's cringy to ask, and I've always thought that, but the algorithm, bro, it's like they design it for you to do that. I don't know why. They don't even make money off you liking it. On the 1 hour on Turbo, we got a red dot for saying red dots aren't crazy bearish. They are a signal of the bullish trend ending, okay? The one thing it does show us is that we got a red dot with a doji candle, which a doji is a sign of a trend reversal. A red dot on the top is saying that a bullish trend is ending, and then the DBSI is a 15 to an 18, which on the numbers on the top of a candle, it's bearish, okay? But it's not saying this candle is going to finish red, which is probably going to finish red. It's kind of saying that. But it's saying the next candle is going to be red, okay? That's what it's saying. I don't know what that is, Frank. Could you shed some light on that, please, so I can help me understand? And then we got strength over here. I can't really tell what the hell's going on right here. It looks like it's combined with the red Stokes line. The strength is RSI, and it looks like it's coming down. That's what it looks like to me, with the blue wave also coming down. So we kind of have to keep an eye on this, okay? We have the VWAP coming down, a little bit of money flow coming down. So short term, next hour, you know, we're going to give some back. Hopefully long term with the 4 hour, we can gain access with this green dot. The green dot has not confirmed. We have 40 minutes until it confirms. And now we're going to shoot over to, we were at the 1 hour. I like the 24 minute. I don't really use the 30 minute or the 25 minute. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. The 24 minute, there you go. You know, we got the bullish trend ending. So, but we're right here. So, what do we got? 15 minutes. So, you know, we might have like another 45 minutes of like negativeness. Okay. But the VWAP's, it's starting to chill out. Sometimes when the VWAP trades sideways, you'll get that action where it's kind of like, Wait, Harlan back for showing its 12-hour show job report down 12. Will it bring down Bitcoin? You know, probably will be realistic. I don't have a crystal ball, you know, sometimes Bitcoin wants to do its own thing. Dude, I don't know what that is, man. Is that like a meme coin, or was that something related to Muslimism? I don't know. I think of Allah, but I don't know. That one goes over my head. That one goes over my head. Turbo in the short minute. That is like, you just take the wheel like this. It's really hunched over. Ow, neck cramp. Charlie horse. If you could have caught that, man, you could have put a short end on there. All right, man. So, you know, a long-term turbo bullish, short-term within like the next hour and a half, 2 hours bearish. Longer term than that, dude, looking more solid. Okay, guys, check this out. So I'm gonna show you something pretty cool in Bitcoin, which you might be able to use this to help time the top. Really important. When do you think we're going to break 1 cent in turbo? Dude, we're gonna break 1 cent. Won the bull run, not bull run, but we leg up next, okay? I'm thinking, take a little bit of Jason Casper right here, and some other time frames is, everybody says the 14th of May. Now that's just the estimated, you know, give or take 3 days on back and front end. I think that's a pretty solid target on when we're gonna break up next. Hopefully, you know, but maybe it's June. Maybe it's June when we get like the rate cut. Guys, check it out. Sierra Nevada, man. Cosmic IPA, double IPA. That's where it's at, dude. Drink a brew and chill. Okay, so we're gonna go to the monthly time frame. I'm gonna show you guys some pretty cool and interesting tools with the try to time the top. We're gonna scroll it out so this is readable. So here we go, back in the peak of the last bull run. Okay, you got like that fake top, FTX manipulation. Here's the top, and then everything kind of went bankrupt and we went down. Okay, well, if you look at Market Cipher, you would have got the red dot for this top, and you would have got the red dot on this top right here. You can see on the blue oscillator waves. That was it. Now, what's interesting is, if you were wondering when the bottom of the bear market was, you have this doji candle, green dot on the bottom. Market Cipher would have paid for itself right there. You would have bought that green dot right there. Boom, you would have hit the bottom. You bought the bottom, okay? Now let's go over here. What do you think this green dot is? Anybody have any guesses? What do you think what that green dot is? Longer time frame, guys. This green dot right here. Boom. Bottom of the market in April 19 or 2019. Okay? Got the bottom. Well, guess what? Peak of the bull run. Here we are. Here we are, guys. December and November. What was the other one? December, November, and the other one was November, October were the peaks. Okay, so the end of the year. And it's funny because they always say the bull run of 2021 and 2017, but really like the end of the year was like 2018. Get it, got it. And what do you guys think? This is down here. This is a lot harder to see because this is when Market Cipher is still like fresh and the data doesn't go back too far. So if we want to scroll all the way down right here, red dot right here, boom, you would have caught the bottom. Even this green dot down here, you could have caught the bottom. These dots right here, that would have been the bottom of the bull run for December 2013. And guys, check it out. November, December were the peaks. Okay, so that's some real solid information right there. Liquidity Unchained. This music ass, I know, but that's all they give me right now for free. I haven't had any better rock music or dub or whatever. You guys got playlists? You got playlist Liquidity? Please tell me you got some playlists. I would love it. It's just very basic standard ass rock. That's what it is. I've heard it like 20 times too, for hours on end. It's the best thing ever. What do you guys think about the tariffs? You think they're gonna be good? Dude, I don't know what the hell that is, bro. Like, I'll come over here. This is what the options I have right now, okay? We'll come over here for music. It is Dance Pop, Acoustic Cinematic, Daydreaming, Feeding the Ducks, Into Space, Lo-Fi, Night Driving, and Rock. And this is rock. This is their version of rock. I mean, if it was me, dude, I'd throw on some AC/DC or something, but then that gets you monetized. Unmonetized. And this is their acoustic. This is acoustic. I'm like, this is acoustic. This is like nothing. This sounds like more like a piano than acoustic. Dance Pop's not too bad. It's the only other one that I like Daydreaming. Dude, this is dumb, man. Actually, it kind of makes me think of playing like old Mario 64. Feeding the Ducks. The old. Into Space is not bad. I kind of like this, actually. Let's chill with this for a second, unless you guys want to do the Dance Pop. You have to be careful, like YouTube. Like, they don't let you just play whatever music you want because it's really lame. All right, guys, want to check out our trades on Akash and XRP. Let's go to XRP trade first. I think we're actually slightly down on it, but it's chill. It's chill. We kind of caught mid run up, so it is what it is, guys. We're only down 2% too, which is like not a lot. So you can't just jump into a trade and most of the time make money, okay? But we got the VWAP, it's trading sideways, the strength coming up, the blue oscillator waves coming up. I think it's still have more to give, bro. If we come up and touch the 200, I think that's gonna be a good trade. But you know, the 1 hour still says we have more to give, dude. I could probably sleep on this XRP trade and be fine. Actually, I might just do that. Set a stop loss and sleep on it. Check out a smaller time frame. Small time frame, yeah, it'll come down a little bit, not too bad. We'll probably come down to like 222.09. Okay, so I'm like, am I supposed to freak out over 220, like a tenth of a penny? Like, bro, give me a break. You know, maybe even will come down to 221.26, but it's bullish right now in the longer time. It's just a 6 minute. Okay, so we just gotta chill out, let the trade play out. Dude, I just made a rhyme. I feel smart. And then Akash. Akash may not play out. Okay, it may not, but we'll have to wait and see. This is the 6 minute. Okay, well, we got the red dot. I mean, the end of the bullish trend. There's nothing bullish. Okay, we're dang near the bottom. It's trading flat on the 6 minute. Okay, so and if we catch the bottom, like right now, where's our next level of drop? Okay, so we're right here. We might drop right here. Lowest we could probably drop is 146. Okay, that's 6 cents. But what's our upside? You know, our next level of like real support is 59, so it's 7 cents. So the lowest we can go is 6 cents. The smallest amount we can go up is 7 cents. Next level will be 64, which is a double, which is not a whole lot. There's not a lot of volume there, you know. And we have green dots firing off on the bottom, saying we bottom. I mean, frick, man, how many freaking signals can you get? You can tell me all 7 of these are false signals on these green dots. And I kind of came up. Do I think Shiba is dead? No. First off, no, I don't think Shiba's dead. Do I think Shiba is going to be the #1 pick? I don't. I think Bonk's going to outperform Shiba. And I think other things will outperform Bonk. But Shiba's market cap is $8 billion, bro. $8 billion. They have 174 volume of liquidity. If it was dead, it would have 0 liquidity, right? It has $174 million in 24 hours. No, Shiba's not dead. Is it popular? No, not as much. But I don't think Doge is not popular besides for Elon Musk. Harlem, do you think Shiba's dead? Dude, so get this story, bro. So I bought the Trump NFTs and I went down to have the dinner, you know, in Mar-a-Lago. And dude, that was pretty crazy, dude. The experience of meeting all those different people. I mean, yeah, it was cool to go to Trump Mar-a-Lago and eat with them or whatever. but he didn't really eat. It was more like we just ate there. But the guy I sitting next to, he was from Germany. He told me he at this time, November 16th last year, I think it was. He bought $2 million of Shiba, and he was sitting on it. When he was sitting on it, he said it was worth 200 grand. I was like, oh damn, talk about buying the top, bro. That's 90% down. 800. How much do you have? 800 million. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm on Crypto Bubbles over here. You seen that the AI coins were popping today? Frickin' Beam was up like 20%. I think Beam cooled off, but IMX is up 20% too right now. That's 80,000. That's 8 million. That's 80 million. That's 800 million. That's a solid number, bro. That's a solid number. There's no complaints about that. What'd you buy it at? Are you up or down on your Shiba? Did you buy in the bottom of the bear market, or were you like my friend, dude, in Germany? What is that guy's name, man? I freaking couldn't remember. He was solid German, bro. The dude was so funny. You could tell he was not from around here. Oh my gosh. He rented this car, and I remember him telling me, he drove me home. I'm just lucky that we're on the wrong side of the road like they are in Germany. You know, they travel the opposite sides. But he was talking to me about Key Limes. He went with, Florida Keys. He's like, we had to go there and check out the limes, man. Oh, yeah. Frickin' so. Harlem, are you up or down, Yushibi? I'll throw some chart up for you guys. Swinging around, man. Swinging around town. Some SpongeBob references over there. You bought it at last market. Well, I mean, but where in the last market? Because that's kind of like a broad term. Because you can say last market would be the bottom of the bear market. You know, did you buy in the middle of the bull? Yeah, dude, I want big games. You'll get big games out of shit, bro. I can't tell you what we're gonna get. Maybe you'll get a 10x. You know, where's Doge at? Doge is at 27 billion. So here's my theory about Doge. Okay, so I started with Doge. I bought like my first ever purchase in crypto ever was I bought $100 worth of Doge. I bought me 10,000 coins. Okay, and then I was like, dude. The first run up, I was like, dude, I'm freaking set, man. I gotta buy more of this. I didn't buy like another 3 grand of it, like a normal person that normally doesn't understand crypto. Did fantastic. I think the first day, or like I waited 3 months. My 3 grand, I woke up one day and was at 20K. Like shot up in the middle of the night, like everybody's dream. And I cashed out 19,000 bucks, and then I went to sleep with 1,000 bucks in there. Next day, dude, I freaking woke up at another 19 grand, and then I sold that and called it a day. I was like, dude, that's fat ass win. And my brain kind of like turned about crypto. And I'm like, dude, I gotta learn more. I was like invested with it. So Shib's a 3x away from Doge. Is that Doge is probably 5x? You probably, if Doge hits 100 billion, and we're 3x away from where that's at, 30 billion. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think Shib will hit a 30 billion. I think Shib could hit an 80 billion. Bonk's at 1.46 though. That's a Bonk's like 6 the size of Shib. I used to hate Bonk. It used to piss me off. And Shib pissed me off too. I didn't even buy it. I had friends telling me all bull run to buy it. Shib's at an $8 billion market cap. You bought it last bull run. This doesn't even go that far back. It's dropped 6 ranks. It used to be a number 11th coin. And you can see at the bottom, man, that's below like bear market levels, you know. Freaking I think the bear market before this bear market was 13.29. And we dropped down 110, almost up a 30% gain just off of that. That's not bad. So you were down then technically. Tell me about something else, man. I'm sitting here talking to myself. You own any Brett? I don't own any Brett. Somebody told me that the supply of Brett is up. The founder, the devs hold 90% of the supply. You know of that? Just chilling, man. This freaking music's slow as snot. You bought $1,000 worth of Beam at 2 cents. What's Beam at, dude? Freaking Alex Becker, man, and somebody else told me to buy Beam, dude. I freaking down so much on Beam. I'm down like ass, dude. Oh, you were up where I'm at. You were kind of right where I'm at, dude. I spent like $7.5 grand into Beam. I think it was at 3 million market cap or something stupid. It was like up here, bro. They're like, oh, you need to buy Beam. It's the next big thing. And granted, $7.5 grand was a frick ton of money. I don't want to tell you how I got it, but it was a frick ton of money for me. And I'm like, okay, guys, I trust you. I'm in there, man. I'll get in the Beam. Freaking threw in the Beam, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like down here. I'm like, yes, it's up 7% today. I'm recovering my losses. I held it. Mother effers. Like, I'm not taking any advice from those friends anymore. Those friends make me buy the top. And there's our turbo, bro. It's up 10%. Dude, did you own any bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's still up 432 million market cap, but dude, I don't know if freaking Mantra is alive, bro. That 24-hour volume, I'm halfway tempted to think that's all trading volume. You know what I mean? Short the crap out of that. I'm gonna pull Mantra up right now. Moodang. No, I don't own Moodang, bro. When I used to be over diversified. Like, I owned like 50 coins, and I hold like 10. Okay, I'll even tell you which 10 I hold, because I wish I held more. But dude, I made a lot of effing mistakes, dude, in the bill market, and I'll be a little bit more ready for next bull run. And I probably will get rid of Turbo, and I'll probably lean back to Bonk, because I was talked out of Bonk by the same guy who talked me into Turbo. He said, I own Sui, V-Chain, Beam, Crow, Super. Same guy talked me into Super. Ondo, a lot of H-Bar, XRP, Turbo. I think that's what I hold. And I would like to hold ADA, and I would like to hold more Sui. I would like to hold Pepe, because I think Pepe is a solid meme pick. Dude, frick my life sometimes. So I went on the Bitboy cruise. This is like 2.5-3 years ago now, right? And it was Pepe, which just started. Dude, I put $1,000 into Pepe at like a 25 million market cap. And I held it there, and I was like, you know what? I freaking held it there, and I went from $1,000 to like 700. And I was like, I was in this other small micro cap called Exta. They were RWA player. Like, I really like Exta. It's doing pretty good for me. I'm gonna put it into there, dude. I swung it into Exta. Dude, Exta died, bro. Freaking lost it. And Pepe, dude, fucking shoot off, man. I knew Pepe was gonna do good. It was it's the meme coin of the meme coin. Quant. You wanna know what Quant? Dude, Quant's kind of like one of those ones, bro. Like when all the ISOs shot off, it didn't really shoot off, man. I mean, it did. But it didn't do that good. It shot to like, what, 56 to 165. Okay, so it 3x'd in the ISO run, okay? Now, Trip George and Becker don't really like Quant. I know AJ Reds Crypto loved Quant. They talked about a lot of big things about Quant. But George's perspective is like, it's like more like a business transaction volume, and they don't really care about the number, okay? So I don't really know too much about the project. If you know more about it, then you should let me know, because that's all I know is that theoretically I didn't move around too much. But so it's at 3x, right? So if I was looking at buying an ISO, I'm a big H-Bar Hedera fan, man. I love Hedera. I got my hoodie over here from the Hedera Con in Denver, Colorado. I can pop it over and show you. You like my Tom Crown glasses, by the way, dude? I took a screenshot of him and then looked him up to see where he got him. So we were saying, so you got Quant 3x, right? Well, Hedera was at 4.5 cents, damn near 10x, bro. Damn near 10x at 37.54. So I think this could be more of a solid pick. Now maybe I'm wrong, but it's given more gains, so I would expect more gains from Quant. How low is Quant? Quant's down here. Yeah, you dude. I just don't think Quant's the ISO, bro. I mean, even like look at ADA, right? We go to ADA, and Becker likes ADA. He thinks he can 10x this year. You know, ADA went from 31 cents to $1.20. That's a 4x. Bigger market cap than Quant, and it outperformed Quant. Dude, I was in the same boat with you, Harlan. I was like, bro, it's not moving. It's gone down a little bit. And I don't want to be in it anymore, man. I don't want to be in it anymore. And I sold it, man. Like, nothing but regrets. Nothing but regrets, dude. I was depressed about it, too. And then I found Turbo. And Turbo's done pretty good for me. How many meme coins do you own? Because you brought up several. You did bring up Quant. Are you diversified? Do you have diversification? You also brought up Moondang too. You should take a look at that. Moondang. Cardano. What's another one? I do like XRP too. I'm not the biggest fan of Stella though. XRP Army? What's this? I don't know. But when XRP pumped, is this when XRP pumped? It is. Interesting. What was it at before? It was half a penny and it pumped it up. Not that big. Only a 3x. Okay. Hey, BitBoy sold me on this one. Oh, not this one, but this one. Back in the freaking last bull run, man. He made a video on that. It's like worth 30 cents right now, and I put $100 in there. Hoppy. Freaking Crypto John sold me on this one. And dude, I've seen some videos online. If you look up Crypto John, other words, you can just use your imagination where I'm leading with this, and it was pretty dang bad evidence for Crypto John, bro. And I think he is trying to become legit, but I would not trust anything that guy ever sold, ever. Did you? I was down there and I drove past this building for the first time back in January. Sometime in January when the snow hit, bro. Oh my freaking word, dog. That is dog nuts, man. I freaking drove past that. I'm out of Seattle, bro. We get snow like freaking 2 feet or more. And they had half an inch, and the freaking airport was shut down. Every single restaurant was shut down. I was at the airport for 2 days, bro. Freaking 2 days. But the only thing that good came from that was, and get this. The plane caught on fire. The effing plane caught on fire, and they had to evacuate it. I was like, I saw on TikTok while I was freaking sitting there in the airport. What the hell? And then I saw these other gentlemen getting a fist fight, bro, while they're freaking in the terminal. I'm like, we all been there for like long days, bro. I mean, we were delayed so many times, like this terminal, that terminal, this terminal. They didn't even have people to get us out, bro. It was bad. It was brutal. I got distracted. You know what's funny though? I don't really like Stella, but Stellar outperformed XRP. You know, it went from 8.3 to 55 cents, and I think it outperformed Hedera. Though, you know, one that I think is going to be a secret is this guy right here. And I only say that because when XRP did its thing, dude, it went from what? 1.2 cents to 34 cents, bro. That's like a 15x. So that's telling you whenever XRP moves, Flare is going to move probably 10 times. Maybe not 10 times, maybe like 3x what XRP is. We might be down on our trades right now. Let's take a look. Oh, we're up. We're up on our Kosh. Kosh trade. Let's take a look at the Kosh real fast. See where we're at. Is it starting to move up? Sometimes you just got to try to get the bottom. It is kind of getting around the bottom, man. I didn't go to the Denver event for Hedera, but I told my friend about it. He went down there and he got me a free freaking hoodie. So I was like, dude, baller. Oh, dude, I thought I was on TradingView. What do you think of hype, man? I hear a lot of people hear hype, but here my problem is, bro. I was like, I'm so small on crypto YouTube. I'm real with you guys. You know, I'll tell you what I think about like other influencers and other coins that other influencers don't know because I don't have any sponsors. I'm just barely trying to get subscribers. And I'm telling you right now is that whenever I hear a coin shielded me by a subscriber, I think twice. I think twice from an influencer. And, you know, I think too is like, I want to build my YouTube channel on like reputation. It's like, I work for a living, dude. I'm a garbage guy. I'll tell you that right now. Like I said, I'll be honest with you. And I think a lot of influencers sell out later on. And I think it's really important to keep your name attached. You only got one name, man. And once you lose it, it's hard to get it back. It really, really is. And I've worked on that my whole life. You know, I used to work at Boeing as a quality insurance. And before that, I was at Costco. And what I really learned is when I was at Costco, I was super young, man. I'm 31 now. And I was like too afraid to like speak my mind when something like I felt was wrong. And I just went along with it anyways. And so I went to Boeing and I was forced in that quality insurance role and just like, hey, I'm going to be the dick, right? I was okay with it, bro. I was like, hey, you know what? That's not right. You need to go back there and correct that. And so I think that kind of like stuck with me because even when now as a garbage guy, I'm like, you understand like what rules you can press, but you understand how to get stuff done when you need to get it done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Harlan? You still here? Or am I just talking to myself? You never can tell, you know. I'm like, I don't know who's watching. I'm all by myself. And Crypto Queen is here. Hello, Crypto Queen. Dogecoin. You know, so what was I saying? Moondang. You know what coins like I wish I had? Like, I wish I was buying Beam now. I think Beam was going to do great. But I listened to influencers and bought it when I always thought Beam was going to do great because it's a good broad cover of like all the gaming community. And Gala is too inflationary and the co-founders are suing each other. I mean, that's not making you want to buy it now. So I think Beam has a lot going for it. I wish I bought more Sol. I was back in the bear market. I was waiting for it to drop to $5. So I was going to throw $100 into it. Missed that one, man. It went down to $7. Freaking Crypto John sold me a Moonwell. Moodang. How do you spell Moodang? Moodang. Mop dang. I thought Moodang was spelled differently. Moodang. Probably this one, huh? You never did say how many meme coins you had. Dude, I thought Chill Guy might be dead, bro. You see Chill Guy right now, Harlan? Freaking Chill Guy's coming up. What? 26%? The fuck? Dude. Where's Chill Guy at? I have it on my charts right now. If Chill Guy can pull this off, this would be insane. Yeah, I'm going to throw my charts back on the screen, so let me remove the bubbles for a second, okay? Guys, don't leave me. Hang in there. I'm coming. Don't you worry about a thing. Here we go. Here's our cost trade. Let's catch that bottom, bro. We put our freaking long in right here. Right there. You tell me that's not a good solid long. Look at all that red, dude. And we get a flat bottom. We got green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. Whenever you get indecision, it's telling you that is a good shot that this is the bottom because it's saying, I don't know if we're going to go down more, but we might go up. When it says, I don't know if we're going to go down more, but we might go up, that's when I'm like, this might be a good time to long. Let's look at other indicators. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we're going to look at Chill Guy. Dude, I thought Chill Guy was dead. Do you guys think Chill Guy was dead? Look at the daily on it. Dude, what the hell? What is going on with Chill Guy? Let's check it out on the weekly. Dude, look at that. Is it over? Is Chill Guy coming up? Is it going to make a rebound? Those are some green candles. Since when? I'm trying to freaking shrink it out. There you go. Here's the top of Chill Guy. Wow. Wow, guys. What's going on over here? This is interesting. There's not enough information market side to look at it on the weekly. The daily. Green dot, it's playing out. There's like no support, bro. Like that's the little bit right there. If we break above this, is Chill Guy, can it just shoot up? No, next floor would be 13 cents. Where are we at right now? Ooh, man, that is rich, bro. You guys seen this? And after 13 cents, the next one would be 16, 18. And a little bit, dude. That hype comes in, dude. You have a little 22, dude. You'll blow right through that. Wow, this is interesting. It's like screaming, saying like we're getting oversold. Ooh. Four hours says we can still go up. The strength's starting to mellow out. The VWAP's coming down. Interesting. All right, guys. We're going to do one last look at our XRP and our Akash. Nobody's talking. I'm just rambling on because, guys, it's me. I have to talk to somebody. Nobody likes the sound of their own voice more than me, but when you're just talking to yourself, it's kind of amazing, actually. You know, I'm like, I could just talk to myself not on camera. Strength is curving up, oversold, red dot. XRP. Oh, thank you, Crypto Queen. Strength coming down. 24 minutes. It looks like it still keep going. 24 minutes, a little less bullish. But the 1 hour is still good. I don't know. I think it's still a pretty solid pick. One hour looks good. The 4 hour looks good. Well, shrink coming down, that's coming down, but that's kind of a nice sign. I kind of like the green dot in that. Blue wave. All right, now let's slide down to our Akash trade. Or in 5 minute Akash. Oh, the 4 hour, it's still coming down. It could come down to $1.39. 24 minutes, still looks like we're bottoming. Green dot curve, it's straight to the upside. I think we might get Trent on. Trent might come visit us. He might do a Codona spotlight. On the 12 minute was kind of where we have a trade in. I think we put a trade in like right over here. So we're kind of maybe possibly up on our cost trade. Look. Oop. Yeah, well, fresh doesn't matter. Yeah, we're up 5.5% right now on our cash. Now we're up 6%. I almost want to close it out, but if I close it out, I almost don't want to because we're such a close to the bottom. This could really just give more. Might just keep it open longer. I don't know if I'll sleep on it though. Might sleep on my XRP. Oh my goodness. Guys, favorite crypto right now. Roll call. I want to road call where you're at. Say it in the chat. Tell me. What was your first crypto coin purchase? Go. Okay, mine was Dogecoin. My second crypto coin purchase was Litecoin, I think. No? Might have been BitTorrent. I made money on BitTorrent. Third purchase, eChain. And I'm trying to remember my next purchase would have been. I don't remember my fourth. I think it was Litecoin. And my reasoning behind it was I had a friend ask me, do I want SafeMoon or Litecoin? And I was like, dude, I have to use a MetaMask to get SafeMoon, and this is going to be just a pain in the ass. And I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll just go with Litecoin because it's on Voyager and it was just easy. And yeah. Just come in, enjoy the music. It's very chill, very slow, very mellow. Just chilling, man. Enjoying the music. Checking out Super. We put a trade in on Super a couple days ago. Super's getting down pretty low. You know, this almost looked like it could have been a trade, but that blood gem was just diamond. It was just kind of like, eh. Where's the 21 right here? It is getting kind of tight though. Figure out what's going on with Super. VWAP still coming down the downside. I would stay out of it. Check out PIF. PIF is getting kind of low with the VWAP. It almost could be a trade. We're bouncing off this resistance right here. 1 hour. Not great. Check out Jasmine. Everybody loves Jasmine. Actually, you know what? It could have been a good one. Tron. Tron has a green dot on the 1 hour. We haven't touched the 21, and we have a CME gap right there. Did we ever close out of the CME gap I'm looking at? We did. I think this is it right here. A sharp down. Dang it. This is it. I was like, dude, we should make a trade on that. That means we probably have to come up and fill this. It might be a good trade to put on Tron. Nope, something just peeped at me. We just got a green dot on the 1 hour on Kosh. Nice, dude. That's a solid pick. And we got a freaking pick on the. There's some legs to go to get to the 21. I like it. All right, my beer, man. Cosmic Little Things IPA, Sierra Nevada. Solid.
Can they see it?
Hello.
Hello, Trent, my good friend.
You're like my long lost friend.
Yeah, I was drinking solo tonight. It was
I
great.
know. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
It's
But
one of those things like our city that we live in does up like National Day of Prayer pretty big. A lot of places don't. And my parents were going tonight. We don't get to be in church together a lot, so
no, you're
it's just
good, Trent.
one of those
We
things,
yeah, we talked about a shout out to you. Also, you should take a look at possibly a trade on Akash because my indicator just beeped at me on the 1 hour green dot, and it looks, dude, check it out, man. It might be a solid play. Plus, the 21 is kind of up, so we can play a little catch up. But let me rate my beer real fast. Sierra Nevada Cosmic IPA, an 8.3. There you go.
Nice.
Also, I met this new guy tonight. His name's Harlan Pashone.
Yeah, I was seeing him.
Yeah, he's a solid character, man. He should subscribe. I like talking to him. He just disappeared without saying goodbye to me, though.
Oh, he lives in Georgia. He said, I drive past BitBoy YouTube building every day. It's in Georgia.
Yes, he does.
Man, small world.
Small world. Did you pull up Akash?
I'll give you a tidbit. Let's go.
Those some tap tools. How?
Does Tyler like blue cheese, Molly said?
I don't like cheese.
What? Blue cheese?
Yeah.
Like
Isn't
dressing?
that cheese?
Like the dressing?
Oh, I don't eat dressing.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
I'm a
talking
zero
about?
dressing guy. I don't eat ranch. I don't eat Caesar. I don't eat the vinaigrettes. I don't eat none of that. I eat salads. I just eat them plain.
You
I'm
eat
kind of
salad
weird like
with
that.
No dressing.
Yeah, I actually like a lot of things without flavoring because I think a lot of things taste naturally good, so you don't need to add it. Like I can eat steak plain and have no problem with it. I don't like to add barbecue sauce or anything. I mean, I'll put rub on it sometimes, but I don't need it. Fries, I do think fries need ketchup. I do think chicken needs ketchup because it's too dang dry. But besides that, dude, I'm like I don't add a lot of seasoning to everything. Like even my eggs, I don't eat eggs with salt and pepper.
What?
Yeah, I just eat scrambled eggs like scrambled eggs. Eat my dippy eggs like dippy eggs.
Well, here's our tidbit before I sign off with you. Akash, coming on the daily chart. We have attempted. I repeat, we have attempted to break above the 100 EMA, coming in at $1.60. And I say that we attempted because we wicked far above it and closed the candle sitting right underneath it. So on the daily chart, we have this
blue cheese
red
in between
candle
my toes,
pulling
Hal.
back. What was that?
Al asked why I have blue cheese, and I told him in between my toes.
We have this red candle pulling back from the 100 moving average. And we have the RSI pulling back. It might not be a bad time to get in, just based off of that. We do have the next high volume node above us where this wick wanted to go to was $1.88. Coming down to the 4-hour chart. Wow. On the 4-hour chart, we are coming down perfectly to retest the 21 EMA, which is telling me that I'm actually going to go open a trade on Akash right when we sign off.
That's what I was telling you. I think it's a good time to put a trade in on it.
Yeah. Well, now, I will say, we can go down further. Look at the MACD. It crossed. We have a bearish cross on the MACD on the 4-hour chart. The MACD line crossing beneath the signal line. That doesn't mean it's going to come all the way down here, but it can come down a little further, hang out for a bit, cross back above pretty easily. The RSI seems like it's finding some support. you could, if you wanted to play it conservative, you could put a stop at 150 or 149.5 below the 21 EMA. Because if it loses the 21 EMA, it's probably going to go to the 50, all the way down at 138. So
Yeah.
that's quite the drop that you don't want to be exposed to, unless you're putting your liquidation price beneath the 200. So if you're gonna do that and you're willing to just like ride out the waves, then be the captain of your own ship. Coming down to the 1 hour chart.
I'm up at 11% right now in my A cash trade.
On the 1 hour chart, we are finding support above the point of control. So there's some confluence. The MACD is rounding out on the 1 hour chart. The RSI is rounding out on the 1 hour chart, looking like rounded bottoms that want to come back up. And the point of control is acting as support on the 1 hour, just like the 21 is acting as support on the 4 hour. Coming down to the 7 minute. And we have reclaimed the 21 EMA on the 7 minute chart. And we have a nice rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. We have a rounded bottom on the candlesticks, a rounded bottom on the RSI, and a rounded bottom on the MACD. That
Nick,
could
you want to put a trade in right now, huh?
Yeah. And to the 1 minute chart. If you want to be conservative and you want to save yourself from a fake out, I would say you can wait for the 1 minute to get above the 200 EMA at $1.54 and hold above the 200 EMA. Otherwise, it can push up toward it and it can get rejected and then attempt it again, which kind of goes along with what we were saying on the daily. I don't know. It's just, it might not punch straight there, and you might have to be willing to like sleep on your trade overnight. Maybe, because that 7 minute can bring us up. We've reclaimed the 21 EMA, but if we get rejected off of the 50, that's lining up with getting rejected off the 200 on the 1 minute. You know what I mean? And the RSI on the 1 minute, it actually just peaked down. Right now, the RSI is pushing at 70 right now, and it could find resistance there. So, I don't know. I would put in a low leveraged trade and be very comfortable sleeping on it. I wouldn't really care if I woke up and I was down on it because, like, I do believe it's going to get back up there. So, that's just me. So yeah, there you go.
There you go, Trent.
It was good to be able to hop on and say hi.
What do you think about XRP?
What do I think about XRP?
No, the chart.
Let's go.
Let's go. I did close my short out on long on A cash at 10% because I was like, what? I'm not sleeping on it, but I'm happy with 10% gain.
Yeah.
I it was a higher leverage too, but it was only $30. But $30 I don't want to lose, and I'm up 30 cents right now. So
yeah. Well, you want to sign off?
Yes, I closed my XRP out trade too at 0.25% up. So both trades I won. I'm not sleeping on anything. I'm taking the money before I leave. You didn't rate your beer. I'm just kidding.
I didn't open it yet.
No tap tools?
Not tonight. I haven't.
All right, guys. We're signing off then. So remember, YouTube algorithm is great. We pretty much have to beg for thumbs. So please smash that like, not down, but up. That's right, not down, but up. We don't want cricket. We don't want sideways. No sideways thumbs in this house. Smash it up. hit that like. And guys, remember to taste the rainbow.